Kojo kumsino said the or ye radio and yende, debiot corner. Or ye radio and yende, or background to Minantina, or discuss Ghana, my or background went to my Warren Antina, over Chess and discuss Ghana education. Hey, you guys should be very stable, eh? Maintain your level. I am not stopping anybody, or we are not stopping anybody from discussing Ghana's issue, but discuss the right thing. Nobody's pulling a fast one. The review is ongoing. Go there. KwasiAfou-Kevin referendum. What did you people say? Were we not here when the dwarf and the Jimmy they came to put a referendum on the neck of Ghanaians? You people sat in Ghana and said, oh, a referendum. MPPT, Nkoso. 6 regions was added to Addo. 10 regions. At the end of the day, 6 regions in Addo development the Kojo. You were the same people sitting on radio. Into Kojo Yankson, you radio and or background to my channel. And tonight, them Ambobra over the Ghana. Mobodam, most of them are to TV Zamunim Nansa. San call for a mobile ye say a buying Eddie in Rabbit was say, what December 7th, Akufo with Juma MPP for KwasiAfou, Yenina, Yenimudino, Nurse for Ankamo. In his original baby, Eka say, John Mahama Bayano, only Professor Nano Pokwajman, or my Guinness if we Juma, ye penes in your Baba Catcher Ghana for say, John Mahama be you need power, no, or permanent free Jumim. Williams and Nefi Sapon. I'll make sure say, the Dubai police, they'll pick him up. Police in Dubai, at least they share intelligence with Ghanaian security agencies. They'll pick him up. Sabo and your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. He's a criminal. He's involved in a gold dealer or the John Dramani Mahama Dine. Some way, and I'm going to speak on it again. This guy, the Dean Eddie Williams and Nefi Sapon, Makachre, the NDC government. This boy is a fraudster. Me see, baby, or say, obetumi akoko to be obetumi akobia to prove say, the American me buano uncle. I am ready to meet him. Even in Ghana, I will come. Saboy way. Opese odi John Mahama din ekoye gold deal. Williams and Nefi Sapon. I'll make sure say the Dubai police they'll pick him up. Yeah, police in Dubai, at least they share intelligence with Ghanaian security agencies. They'll pick him up. Sabo and your friend Williams and Nefi Sapon. He's a criminal. He's involved in a gold dealer or the John Dramani Mahama Dine. As I speak to you, some pictures we are on the social media platform with delete or bois. Me say, so say or a doctor, or say or a doctor, mate. The certification when he's not a doctor, he's a liar. The Ghana Police Service, they need to arrest him. I am warning his mother to shut up and stay at home. Shut up and keep quiet. I am warning his friends. Shut up and be in your hole. Because Saboni boy he wanted to use John Mahama's name. Makachira say adia na odi John Mahama di upesa odi it would have destroyed NDC government. So I say or a legitimate doctor. Matisa we see hospital. Now sa hospital now we see no. Your friend is Spintex Hospital. It is not a legitimate hospital. Makachira. Now this guy, let me put this picture up. Me, I'm not done. Sir Abrantiwe, he's not even 40 years. He's a fraudster. Only any certification, just a legitimate doctor, uncle any medical school. Baby no only certification in Chile, Ghana for say I am a real doctor. He's involved in gold fraud. He wants to use gold board to go do that fraud. Sami Jemfi should be alert. Because the letterheads they are printing, no, they are printing, say, Omni Gold Board of Ghana are doing some gold deal. Sami Jemfi should be very alert because this boy is using their letterhead to go commit crime in Dubai. TA. Sami Jemfi and the PMMC should be on red alert. This boy, his name is Williams Nefi Sapon. The Ghana Police Service, the Yoko, the NIB, they should pick him up. Or see or get gold deal in his transaction and communication with the people in Dubai, no, or see on the or representing gold board in Ghana. Gold board because I be putting it together. The gold board in Ghana, omunyan started Juma. Now, or see our hospital be what Spintex, your friend hospital, no, a Spintex clinic. It's a lie. It's not a hospital. He should come out and show us his certification or the BSA hospital. No. They say this boy, Williams Anefi Sapon, he should come out. Sa clinic now was so be Spintex, no. On a certification. Say or certification to practice. He's using a doctor's certificate to practice or to operate that thing or for the clinic. No. Now, Sandy Pana or Jane license, no, no. I am giving you 24 hours. Release a statement and disassociate yourself from this guy. I'm not going to say this again. Nipana or what a sa license na or the amada this guy. Sa fake clinic, no. I am giving you 24 hours. Release a statement and disassociate yourself from this guy. Because even the money he said he was going to give to you, he didn't give to you. Now, Saadiana or Freno, Spintex clinic, no, they don't do any serious medical medical services a massage normally. Because Nipana or the license start here, no, there is a problem. Nipana sema mani use license, no. Into that thing is not a clinic, it's a massage place. And waka chire in Kojo internationally say, or no, or a doctor, he is not. I'm giving him 24 hours, he should public his certification and license. Any person who has dealt with this guy on business grounds, on any professional grounds, should start pulling out. Obeso odi John Dramani Mahama Dean, Ekodi Chrono. In the days to come, I am going to list all his friends, their names, and the people they are benefiting from his fraud. You people have no idea. Me say, I am giving him all the room to go to court. So I said, the American me boa court to be a where we are say. In fact, if he wants to come here, I am ready to go to court with him. Said the American, me boa, he has the right to go to court, and I am willing to come to court. Nobody should entertain Williams Anefi Sapon. He's a fraudster. He's a quack doctor. In fact, he is not even a doctor. He does not have any license to practice a friend, Dr. Ejuma, or call any medical school. This is him. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be arrested. The money 24 hours. One, Nipana ordinary license ABSR clinic, no. That clinic should be shut down in 24 hours. And yes, Obi Ohobi Abechewu. Muntie me. Whoever is working at that massage place, or register and say clinic, no. In the next 24 hours, let this guy provide his license. And I'm telling the person he's using his license to do these things. Pull your license in the next 24 hours and release a statement that you have no association with this guy. Most sorry, MPP supporters. KwasiAfou, Moja, Mahama can move coffee. Most sorry, Moba Soranopa, Eddie Bibi, a bit to my mo system in ISM in 9. And the pass to Peku come, Momoni come, Kobe come, and a Jimmy. Miamu. Mo. All right, let's take care of business. Now, and John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic, Ekasai. But before we go on with this, there was something happening on Joy News. I want us to clarify. Very, very important. You see, Jandam comes in different forms. And you see, sometimes, you don't pay attention that much. Inti Mobajin say, Obi or TV Subia, Titru, oh, we do more cabrofo. Omukra more dangerous than Jimmy for Nomokachino. Now, Joy News for a creative impression B. Yegideti Kromana John Mahama in opposition, NDC for in opposition, catch Ghana for say. When they come to power, they will review free SHS. The NDC as a political party, they have their own manifesto, what they wish to do. Now, even though they have what they wish to do, no, they believe say the Ghanaian people, the panel is paramount to parties' ideas or parties' wish list. Enti osha a political party biana na adwene ye adwuma na se omoka no kore no omonim nyansa no. When they say they want to do something, they always want to hear. And it's now called 2020 NDC for manifesto, the People's Manifesto. The political party on its own might want to do something, but when the political party is a party for the people, they always consider the views of the people, and then after that, they juxtapose that with their ideas and see, say, if basically it sings, they can implement it. And then the church party they really think about the people's ideas, and I say the plight of the people, and worry. And they say, NDC for the manifesto ba. Now, say we want to review free SHS, and that we as a political party, when we come to power, we don't want to be autocratic. We want this governance, to be between we as a political party and the citizenry. In the NDC for opposition, and no can say, even though we have a manifesto, a political party will wish to do things that basically the people will love, but the priority of the people is paramount. Inti omoba power no say the review they spoke about even though their manifesto had things they want to do they still want Ghanaians to be part of the day of the consideration of how to change your education. Inti NDC forecast say when they come to power they will review our education specifically, and I say more importantly your senior high school John Dramani Mahama in less than 30 days and a OT committee say they should start a stakeholders consultation or stakeholder deliberation on how we can review, relook, reassess, re-engineer, if you want me to put it that way, to see how your education you bet my year. If you say KwasiAfou-Kevin, they did not look at how the education they touch will benefit the Ghanaian, but it was all about politics. Now, Yanko video, this is journalist for multi radio station, a Joy FM, and then they were speaking on education and the review. Let's go and hear their comments. Here we will discuss something.
Also on the front page, borders must pay boarding feeding fees. Education forum stakeholders. Now, let me take you to the story because it's one that, because of a lot of conversations about free SHS. Now, according to the story, stakeholders in education have proposed a significant change in the country's free senior high school policy, suggesting that boarding students should be allowed to pay for their boarding and feeding fees. They suggested that only day students should be allowed to attend school for free in order to alleviate some of the financial burdens on the government. At the Bono East Ahafo and Western North Zone of the ongoing National Education Forum in Sunyani last Monday, stakeholders said the proposed funding model would promote quality education since the government would have enough resources to invest in other sectors of education.
I mean, isn't this what we've talked about on several occasions?
We've talked about this, but Kojo, for me, the question then is, so our political parties, because in the last election, the government today still said nobody is going to do that. When the suggestion came up, so you ask the question, what sort of consultations do our political parties engage in
before they come up with their manifesto?
Because if people, if people today are telling you, let boarding students pay their boarding and feeding fees, how is it possible that throughout the campaign, nobody proposed this?
It's funny. I actually agree with something you said a few days ago, that perhaps it was just the NDC pulling a fast one, recognizing.
This is what I call yellow journalism. This is pure jandam. They picked the newspaper. I'm picking newspaper, no. The person who was reading the newspaper, I say something has been proposed, and has been proposed by who? It has been proposed by stakeholders in education, and the proposal is what they are proposing. Say, their students are not supposed to pay fees, and that borders are the ones who are supposed to pay fees, or the vice versa. Now, omo kan sa asem ni wie no, and omo say na inti NDC for no da Ghana for na. If we say adenti na omo manifesto no, omo anya den, omo antro no manifesto nim. Now, remember, that proposal we came about because the NDC government that came into power wanted the people to also be part of the conversation. Because when a political party is in opposition and they write their manifesto, you don't expect the political party to come and impose what is in their manifesto on the people. Every political party that is democratic enough and is really ready to work with the people democratically, no matter what they have in their manifesto, they will still open up the doors for the people to do what? The people to also propose things or suggest. Because in the process of writing your manifesto, it wasn't every Ghanaian who was engaged. Even during campaign, it wasn't every Ghanaian who was engaged. But when it comes to making policies and changing things, it is every Ghanaian because it's the taxpayers' money that is going to be used to run the schools. Into when a government comes into office, a political party comes into office, you don't expect the political party to implement or impose its manifesto on the people automatically. No. A journalist now, you are not smart enough to understand the say. A political party that wants to be more democratic and wants to carry its people along to make sure, say, its implementation or its way of reviewing or looking at issues, they want the people to be part of it. A journalist, with all due respect, why do you form Jimmy? Because these same people, if the NDC had come to power and said, and the NDC were on one manifesto, we are reviewing free SHS, and the school for no more school, anywhere, they would say, the NDC have refused to collaborate with the people or listen to the people. That's why I keep saying, these are people who are not supposed to be listened to. They speak some borrowed accent. It does not automatically make them intelligent. They don't have the common sense to dissect issues for people to understand. The NDC is not pulling any fast one. In fact, the NDC is being more democratic and being more transparent. The NDC is rather bringing the people on board for the people to help in deciding how our education should go. In this way, journalist TV, so now okay, say a proposal has been made, because what came up for the proposal to be made, it is the same NDC that set up a committee to go around the nation to tell the people, say, even though the NDC has a manifesto, they cannot unilaterally or autocratically put or impose their manifesto on the people. Because the manifesto of a political party is not what runs a country. It is the collaboration of the political party's ideas and the citizenry that runs the nation. In the South Africa, the NDC is pulling a fast one on Ghanaians. So where Jimmy? You are stupid. You are doing yellow journalism. You are being a lazy journalist. You are not being intelligent enough to understand, say, the party is rather letting the people know, say, where we have gotten to, we all need to think about things very well before we make a move. Because NDC power and decide to say whatever is in their manifesto is what they are going to implement. And these gay boys will come and tell us, say, look at the NDC. They don't consult. It's not a party that listens to the people. So what do you people want? Foolish boys. These are not smart people to be journalists in Ghana. The issue is, say, but it's not radio, so and this is how they derail governments. This is how they start a jandam. They start an idea. This is how they destroy government policies. Even though me want a plan. So appointing a new coach into a football club. Even though sa coach no want a plan on the backroom staff, sa coach no employ the team ni moi. Upon all his experience and his backroom staff, the team itself has a structure that he has to work within. And that structure is that the team, basically at the end of every season, they have to make sure, say, younger team, they pick 3 non-professionals to add to the main team. It does not matter the backroom staff you bring, your experience. The team has a policy. They need to buy 2 Asian players, 2 African players. They need to get the academy players 4 into the regular team every season. So when you come with your backroom staff, you cannot just come and say, because I am this coach, I am going to make sure I go out to Ghana to go buy 20 players. They are not going to allow it. Even though they are giving you the room to work, they still insist to say you collaborate and work with the team. And that is what the John Mahama NDC administration are doing. They are calling for a review. The paper you are reading, you said it was a proposal from the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? The teachers, the parents, the people, the academians. They are the stakeholders, we Ghanaians. So if the stakeholders are proposing, why is it the first one that the MDC is pulling on Ghanaians? Are you stupid? Jimmy, I'm on radio and just sometimes I'm on for Kevin Taylor there. I know Dinko for them. When Jimmy NDC for Ghana for yen yam brand and Kate na yan send ye school ni ye. And no na John Mahama ama committee to our moye. Mabeke kakamona to swano patutu to said yen. Say yen jam muna munyansa. Munja sa Jimmy no. If you really want to contribute, go to the committee review. Go there and contribute. Tell people to go and contribute because it's the taxpayers' money. And no na yede baba chichire maino. And ya kwasiebi sika. Mene usika. In this audience, I want to brofu nyansa. Ko review nasi. Na kwa chira mo say you are also a Ghanaian. You are a stakeholder, and that this is your point. Munja Jimino. We will be monitoring you, gay boys. Sa fuck boy Kojo John Kojo Kumsino said the oye radio enyende debi ote kona. Oye radio enyende obakro ntumi ne ntina obe discuss Ghana amaye. Obakro went to ma warene na ntina obe kire say ne discuss Ghana education. Hey, you guys should be very stable, eh? Maintain your level. I am not stopping anybody, or we are not stopping anybody from discussing Ghana's issue, but discuss the right thing. Nobody's pulling a fast one. The review is ongoing. Go there. KwasiAfou-Kevin referendum. What did you people say? Were we not here when the dwarf and the Jimmy they came to put a referendum on the neck of Ghanaians? You people sat in Ghana and said, oh, a referendum, MPPT, Nkoso. 6 regions was added to Addo, 10 regions. At the end of the day, 6 regions in the Addo development, the Kojo, and moi, you were the same people sitting on radio. You accepted a referendum. John Mahama could have used a referendum to cut his way through, but he said no. KwasiAfou, like you people, should also have the right and the chance to speak. Into Kojo Yankson, you radio and Obakro went to my channel. And to Nantana them, Ambobra, over the Enya Ghana. Go to the review. John Mahama said Ghana for Jinambra, na imagine a senior high school no senior ye. We are reviewing. That's a fact. Now, the twaso. There's something here I want to take care of. This is a good story, so I was say and it's got to do with Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association for a statement about Bontene. And the Obetie MPP for Omo Jiminti. John Mahama Baye, Wabeyi Nurse for di MPP for Jimmy. In the name of Jesus. MPP for Jimmy to the point to say they just don't want to understand the say Abainbia Baba in Nyansa. Now, December 7th revocation, no nurse has been affected. Sanko for a mobile no ye say aban edi imbrabe to say what December 7th Akufo do fa wodwuma ye MPP for KwasiAfou no ye nyina ye nyimudi no nurse for anka omo eni so bi gina baby eka se John Mahama baaye no oni Professor Nano Pokwajiman oma be yi nurse for adwuma ye pe nurse ni oba beka che Ghana for say John Mahama be yi ni power no wa pamode fre adwuma mu. We are yet to hear one nurse or catch Ghana for say I am a registered nurse in Ghana. John Mahama ni NDC ba power no oma pamame. No nurse was sacked. The people who were sacked were the illegal people Akufo Addo ne ba omiamo slotty omo into our public service. And those are the people the NDC government say they don't have a place. They need to all be kicked out for the right people to be employed. Because Obuha or the right certification to work. Na KwasiAmpe because we MPP dinti. Akufo Addo Jimmy for ne ba omiamo no omo ntuma chechire man no omo be pie every power no na omo sese bogumu se mo se mo na mo nkoye adwuma abra qualified people are sitting at home. You need to be sacked. Hey, baby a Ghana yedu no pampering enyo sa obe so dipa so a sanka yenya KwasiAfou na nka yenye nipa bi a yenye hypocrite anka nde kanana kunedu Ajima Rawlings anka ne Kufo adamfo. The same Kufo wanted to jail this woman. The same Kufo wanted to make sure we Ghanaians we slaughtered JJ Rawlings. But then Nana Ajima Rawlings no Kufo adamfo. You need to understand. We don't have to pamper people because people are into this politics because Jimmy. So we need to be straightforward and let people know the truth. It's hard, it hurts, but that is the only way we can get things done. As I sit here, when John Dramani Mahama, as the president of the republic, goes wrong, what should stop me from telling him that he's going wrong? Nothing should stop me, and nothing will change. Because if he's doing the right thing, I'll sit here and tell him he's doing the right thing. 50 days here, original office, 51 days here, he has done perfect job. So if John Mahama along the way is going against on one principle, what should stop me from telling John Mahama what you are doing is wrong and that the way you are governing is wrong? I have the right to say it, because at the end of the day, it is not about individuals. It is not about you liking somebody, and it is about the right thing being done. As we live in this country, I am yet to hear one nurse. Me pese me hu nurse ni ba ko abegina TV so aka say me na me nurse ni me adwuma ko forudua e na apam me ye pe nipa ba ko pe. I'm just looking for one nurse. Inti also tiasie. Now, the PRO of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association for Ekasa o TV sum yebusa ne say. Inti nurse for no ya pam omo anase empam omo. Enkofo keka jandam wo krom nurse for ya pam omo. And the omangasa PR ekasa moma yenkotie PR no.
Well, so the health sector recruitment, it emanates from clearance. If you don't have financial clearance, it means you have not been budgeted for, and the government doesn't have a provision for your salary. That is what has changed from the previous recruitment process, where nurses and midwives go to work, and it takes a bit of time, like 6 months, 1 year before they are put on a payroll. At the moment you are giving financial clearance, it means you have been budgeted for. So 15,200, which we are aware of, have financial clearance. I don't know of any outside recruitment of the 15,000. There is no recruitment outside of that that we are aware of.
If anything else happens, are you still sticking to a possible strike, or is the strike off the table completely?
I think we cautioned the government on their directive. We were giving them advice, let me put it that way, that if nurses and midwives who are also youth of this country, who have stayed home for 4 years to 5 years post-training, are laid off on the basis of the fact that maybe their financial clearance, which was released, the process didn't complete before a certain period, it was very unfair to do that. And the ministry has made us aware that they are going to stick to the directives based on the emphasis they laid that nurses and midwives who went through due process and were given financial clearance are not supposed to go.
So you're conceding that some may suffer the setback?
I'm not conceding. I think almost all the people who are working had financial clearance, to my best of knowledge. If you don't have financial clearance, I don't know.
It's straightforward. No nurse has been cleared. And I say, Yampamu nurse ni biya Ghana. Omo financial clearance they are there. It is all got to be social media, ejina TikTok, ejina Facebook. Ka say John Mahama buying NDC for buyer, omo pam nurses for second one ni. Omwe Jimmy. And you see, these things, we need to do it. Because NPP for no omwe Jimmy, they don't want this country to prosper. They have seen the glimpses. They have seen, said, things are going on well. They don't know how to tell their people, say, omwe Jimmy. So they are always telling them to go out there with lies. So the nurses now, every single person is going to work. Inti mema obi anjina baby nka nkyira wo say John Mahama buy ni apam nurse ni me pe nurse ni bi oba betena social media say aha na me adwuma John Mahama ne NDC ba power ya pam me pe nurse ni ba akopɛ almost statica see apam nurse wo say nurse ni bi abegina social media ka say menim nie ye fra me kua boatema na me adwuma wa ha John Mahama ne opoku agman eba power NDC fo apam me ye pe nurse ni ba akopɛ we jandam. So we should get some things right. Jandam needs space. And the moment Jandam needs space, NPP ceases to exist. And I'm catch them. Because the party is a party of lies. They thrive on atro. They destroy people. Omutumi can samtum komfort, so that is what makes them happy. Because majority of the people who follow the MPP are the foolish masses. They are illiterate, they are tribalistic, and they are foolish. They have all the tendencies of a twerp. There's nowhere such people you can build a nation with. They don't care. Because at the papa biya bano, omutim se enyo omudie enka Ghana say and omama yehu from the past. Say enyo omwa Ghana ngu. So right now yebehu nyansa no say enye omwa at the end of the Ghana ngu ni die and yenka omumu engu na Ghana no enjina ho. They are our enemies. Me catch Ghana for say at this point, we all have to understand the say, it's in the right direction. Abaya too, it was the right they vote, and we need to support this government. So far, every Ghanaian and Nigerian, even Otiabru Chekwanim say, what is going on is the right way. This is how you govern. This is how reasonable people govern. There's nothing like another extraordinary governing than what John Mahama is doing. Everything is on spot. And the issue is, there's never been a perfect government in this world. They are going to make their own small mistakes. But at least today, from John Mahama's speech, Wamama Tiasia said he came to serve, and that problems were better. He is not going to lament. He is not going to say, hey, naysayers and my enemies. Akufo kwasiampenyi wenya opportunity biya so bekasa. He has an issue with somebody.